This country just recognized the 50th anniversary of the marches from Selma to Montgomery and their meaning to the civil rights movement. At the same time, the news has been dominated by racial tension with police and protests all over the country. Most recently, the shooting of Walter Scott in South Carolina. Tonight's working woman was on the front lines of the original freedom rides and sit-ins and is, as a white Southerner, an unlikely civil rights pioneer. Joan Mulholland has lived in this modest Arlington house for decades. She raised her 5 boys here by herself. She was a teaching assistant in Arlington schools. But it was what happened in her life 5 decades ago that defined who she is and what she stands for. And at 5'2", she is a rebel in every sense of the word.
Once you got into it, particularly as a white Southerner, there was no turning back.
Mulholland was 19 when she decided to join the civil rights movement. She left her segregationist parents and became a freedom rider. She participated in sit-ins in Arlington and then throughout the South. That's her in this iconic picture from the Woolworth in Jackson, Mississippi.
They would yell at us and make dirty jokes and dump everything they could get their hands on us, and the sugar, the ketchup, the mustard.
She was arrested 5 times, and she recently went back to one of those jail cells for a documentary about her called An Ordinary Hero. Mulholland also cherishes her meetings with Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Fast forward to 2015. Mulholland is struggling with images of the racial unrest of today.
We've broken down the laws, the structure of segregation in that sense, but that rock foundation of racism is still with us.
At 73, Mulholland still travels the world speaking to children.
I know what you did was really right, and I just want you to know that.
And she still goes to the occasional protest. But Mulholland says it's now time to pass the torch and support the next generation.
We still have a lot to do, so the young folks need to get out there and do it, and us old folks can have your back.
Mulholland was just in Australia back in February and has more trips planned for the rest of this year, speaking about her experiences to young and old.
We are so fortunate to still have her among us to share those experiences.
Right here in Arlington, you know, and she's so unassuming, considering everything she's done and been through.
You know what? Someone in Arlington ought to make sure that she goes to every high school there. At some point, she needs to spend some time in a classroom in every high school.
Yeah, she was a special woman.
All right. We thank her for her service.